I got a mysterious call. We gotta fix this. Let's see what you got.
Hey, Cole here. So today I want to discuss DKOldies and some strange comments that I've been seeing on YouTube videos that are talking about the so-called scam that's going on. It's been kind of a hot topic lately with DKOldies, and they're saying that they're refurbishing consoles, but maybe they're not refurbishing consoles. I haven't ordered anything from DKOldies myself, so I'm not sure. But I think there are a lot of YouTubers and other people who have kind of made videos and with their own experiences, and they got a lot of evidence against them. So right now we're just kind of looking to see how they react to it and what kinds of things they're doing to maybe react to the irrefutable evidence that they're bots, but they definitely look a little strange, so I just want to call attention to it. So I'm just going to start looking through some of these and see if we can catch some of these strange looking comments. Alright, so here is one good example. This J2 Simpso comments, name just one thing wrong with DKOldies. Can't be done. Clearly this is not a normal comment. It doesn't really have anything to do with this comment. It's just spam. So this is kind of what I'm looking at when I say, I don't know that it's a bot, but it's definitely strange. Because it could just as well be like a diehard fan of DKOldies that's coming to their defense, or just some person from DKOldies spamming manually. It's definitely a strange comment though. So here I can see that it actually has content on this account for subscribers and videos going back as far as 11 years, but more recently 4 years ago. And I don't know a lot about YouTube bots or comments, but I wonder how likely this is the actual person, and how likely their account has been stolen and reused as a comment bot or something like that.
So finally, I thought I'd show you now, and you'll see it's which is the CM Digital Library, which contains a lot of the papers that you'll probably see in publications now. Basically narrow the focus down to only papers that were accepted at a CHI conference. So like a CHI or Designing Interactive, I can later refer to it. So I can click the last this.
So just looking at this person's videos, I mean, they seem like they're intelligently put together videos. I don't see anything super weird about them just from a few seconds of looking at how they present. So it's definitely weird that they would have this low quality comment here that's like defending DKOldies. Okay, so here is another one. Here's one from Miles Olson that says, DKOldies does not need to take accountability when adult crybabies keep buying from them. All their stuff is real and no fakes. Don't like it, then stop buying it. I bet his dad wishes his son was actually active rather than crying about DKOldies the entire day. So this one was actually really interesting to me because I've seen this Miles Olson on a previous video spamming comment replies, but I'm pretty sure he was saying something like, just all their stuff is real and no fakes. But this kind of attacking people's characters like adult crybabies and saying his dad wishes his son was actually active rather than crying about DKOldies, that's new to this Miles Olson spam commenter. Yeah, and that's a little strange because normally I'd expect the bots to keep things pretty generic like the first comment I saw. This one is actually referencing kind of the YouTuber himself. That could just be a sign that it's a big enough deal with this one YouTuber that they're attacking him specifically. Now, I also wanted to notice this reply here. Like, I'm not the only one who notices that there are strange comments. It says, sounds like someone is getting paid to defend liars and scam artists. Yeah, people can definitely see that they're not normal commenters. It's like bought and paid for, or just a diehard fan that's defending them, but it's definitely spam either way. Oh, that is funny. Here's one from Poncho828 that says, I mean, you can't believe everything on the internet. That's how World War II got started. That could just be a joke. Okay, so here's another one. 3890PIE says, is DKOldies a scam? No. Of course not. So this is just kind of that generic low effort comment reply. So that's what I wonder, is that a bot? This is definitely an account with videos on it, so at one point apparently it was a real account, but why would somebody who hasn't uploaded in a year just be going around making these comments? Here's somebody. This one. Is DKOldies a scam? No, but it looks like they're making fun of one of those spam comments. Here's Miles Olson again. I don't think this is the same comment that I saw this on, so it looks like they're just copy pasting. I'll take a look at their account. This one is actually a newish account, just a couple of months old, 2-3 months. No other information about him. Alright, so sometimes here you can see somebody is replying to someone who we know is spamming comments, but the comment's not here anymore, so it was probably removed for spam. I reported as spam and then removed. So I'm just wondering the reason that they're replying to comments instead of making a bunch of individual comments. I wonder if it's just easier to spam that way. Because it would be hard to spam comments from the same account. They probably wouldn't be likely to show up, but if they do them as replies, then they kind of show up under every comment that they wanted to. It's probably the same thing that those scams with the shortlisted prize comment replies work, is they reply to your comment trying to trick you. Here's another one from Miles Olson. Yeah, just copy paste. This guy knows. How much are you paid? This one says that dude is posting the same comment everywhere across multiple different videos about DKOldies, and that doesn't surprise me one bit. If you're gonna buy a spoofed account, then you might as well make the most of it, right? Okay, so that was DKOldies blocked me on Twitter, so let's review their Xbox Player Pack by Review Tech USA. I'm actually gonna a quick check by newest first comments to see if there's anything else we can find, but if not, then I'll move on to another video. So here's one that is not a reply. It says, I bought a SNES from them and it was perfect, so IDK WTF you are talking about. That one could just be a regular person. Oh, they've got multiple comments here. Insults and generic, nothing useful. And the account does not have any content. 1 subscriber. Some of these, I don't know. I don't know if there's any patterns. It doesn't really look like a real person though. And, you know, it's one thing to buy YouTube comments and have them say generic stuff, but to actually have like insults in there, I mean, you would hope that is just somebody who's offended for DKOldies, just a diehard fan or something. But you know, the thing I'm afraid of is that DKOldies is actually paying to have people insult YouTubers who are critical of them and calling them out for some unsavory practices. Yeah, so I think I'll go back to this search and look under a different video. Okay, so here's one, Renix Pacel. I don't know this YouTuber, so I don't know if I said that right, but yeah, let's take a look at this one. I'm not gonna watch this one either right now. Maybe I'll watch the rest of it later, but yeah, let's take a look at the comments here. Maybe this is one. It says, easy answer. The larger casual gaming audience that DKOldies appeals to does not care about getting the cleanest looking console. That would be false, so long as it works. I imagine only a small amount of DKOldies customers are dissatisfied with their purchases overall. So this one is not a generic comment. It is very specific, a specific reply to this one that says, says, so then the question becomes, why the premium price if they are just flipping these products without doing what they claim to do to them? So this could just be a real reply that a person was trying to explain it, trying to illuminate, provide an answer that they were asked for. But it's definitely like strangely defensive of DKOldies. How would a casual gaming audience not care about getting a clean looking console? Like who would want a maybe he's talking about inside the console where people aren't going to look, but I mean, you just like take off a little shield or outer piece and then suddenly it's all grimy and dusty as if nobody's looked inside for years, like it was just flipped. And then they're potentially lying about it. So like, why wouldn't you be mad about that? No matter how casual you are, if you spent like a premium price, then you wouldn't want to get like a wholesale flipped product that nobody really looked at. That being said, I do not know if that is a bot or spam, because it is specifically a reply to that comment and isn't generic at all. I'll take a look at the account and see if there's anything strange about it. They actually do have some content, and 2 months is not that long ago, so I don't really know. And just FYI, any of these YouTubers I'm looking at, any of these accounts don't, I would say don't report them or give them any attention at all based on this video that I'm doing. Just report spam when you see it if you think it's spam. That's all. Okay, so here, I knew there was something weird about this comment before. Is they're kind of saying the same type of thing multiple times in different places. DKOldies appeals to the larger casual gaming audience. They reference specific shorts. Doesn't spend time researching prices. The larger casual gaming audience probably doesn't care if they receive slightly dirty or discolored item. As long as it works, they're happy. So, yeah, this person is saying very specific stuff about casual gaming audiences not caring if their purchases are dirty. And it's like not the exact same copy-paste comment, but they are very focused on posting this in several places, making sure that people are aware of that viewpoint. And I don't know why a normal non-bot person would do that. It's just weird. I mean, maybe it's not even bots. Maybe that's the deal, is that they're just regular people that are either paid or somehow convinced to put these spam comments to defend DKOldies. They're out here in droves defending DKOldies on any sort of criticism they may be receiving. I mean, some of these might just be that like not everyone agrees that it's a scam, and I totally get that. Like the whole it's between the business and the customer to decide it. The customer needs to decide if it's worth it to them, and maybe some people think it's kind of overblowing it to call it a scam. Um, so some of these could be real people defending it. Here's another um, channel account, YouTube account with no content on it, no history that I can see from here whatsoever. It says something something something. The only reason why they're relevant is because of the amazing work Joey and his team have done. Yeah, so kind of like defending their product, their scam potentially. The thing is, I don't know anything about DKOldies or how their team makeup works, or like, is Joey like actually a major part of that company, or is he just doing the marketing videos, or what? That's definitely like really, really like the amazing work that Joey and his team have done. That's a weird way for a normal person to talk. Oh, hey, look, we found a good old regular uh, scam bot. Says, reply to me, congratulations, you're been shortlisted as a winner. Send a direct message. I don't even know, like, can you? I don't know how to send a direct message. Oh, via Telegram. Um, yeah, I don't know anything about why these bots think that you're gonna do that. I mean, the thing with bots is like you spam enough, and maybe eventually you'll catch one or two people, and that makes it worth it because bots work for free. So and it doesn't cost hardly anything to get these bot comments. And this is the exact same type of spam botting, though. It's just replying to people. It's generic. Doesn't really have to do with the comment. I mean, yeah, it's like a fake sweepstakes or whatever, which is different in the DKOldies comments. Is they're actually about DKOldies as the video is, but I mean, it could easily be like somebody's paying for botted comments on all the videos that have criticism, trying to like do whatever underhanded damage control or propagation that they can do. I think I'm actually going to go to the previous Review Tech USA video because I believe there were some of the same spam commenters. So here is the previous one from one day. Okay, so this was like around the same time. This is only a day old. So here's one that says their PR spokesman accidentally admitted that they don't open the consoles and clean them unless there is a problem with them. That is something I would definitely like to see a video about. Because I think the big problem with DKOldies right now is that they're not really acknowledging all this criticism. They're just kind of forging ahead with their marketing videos showing them refurbishing consoles. And they're being called out for that being a lie, and they're just kind of ignoring it. And the real concerning thing to me is these comments, these spam comments, potentially bots on YouTube that are defending them. Instead of coming out and being professional about the criticism they're receiving, they're maybe engaging in this spam behavior to try to damage control, and it's just kind of real sleazy. Potentially, because I don't actually have any way to prove it other than they have the means and the motive. Okay, so here's a good old Miles Olson comment. I love DKOldies. No fakes and only real stuff. So this is the one that I mentioned earlier where just a generic comment from them. Their other comment that I saw wasn't as generic, but this one definitely is. Doesn't have anything to do with this comment. Just replying, spitballing, trying to be defensive about DKOldies, and trying to hope it sticks with some people. I've been paying attention to things like YouTube comment bots for a while, just kind of looking at weird ones. I know every once in a while I'll come across cryptocurrency spam bots where like there's a whole comment and conversation thread within the YouTube comments that are trying to like pretend to be real people talking positively about cryptocurrency and like mentioning a specific person or group to engage with cryptocurrency. And that one is kind of one of the more intricate spam bots that I've seen on YouTube. And you kind of just become aware and see patterns on how these spam commenting bots work. So I'm used to seeing them, but some of these people are kind of like maybe they only see this one comment reply from Miles Olson and think, oh, well, that's just a normal person that's being defensive, so I'm going to criticize their obviously baseless defense of DKOldies. No reasoning at all, just like spam positive defense reinforcement, whatever. And people are insulting him because because obviously there's no merit to his defense. It's just low quality, low effort stuff. But no point in insulting a spam bot. It doesn't feel anything. It's a bot. Even if it's a real person, they're just spamming it. They're not reading replies and things like that. So here's one. It says, "Don't hate on them for making money. Their marketing is insane." And I think I might have seen something like this before. Oh, and they are actually engaging. They're making thousands. Fair play to them. Hope they make more too. Keep scamming the idiots. This one is very strange because it's almost like it's acknowledging and defending scamming people. It says, keep scamming the idiots. Let's take a look at this account. So no content, no information. I mean, I think it's a fake account that was bought, but it's definitely not the same as the other generic spam comments. I mean, this one is generic. Don't hate on them for making money. Their marketing is insane. That is definitely generic, low effort. Doesn't have anything to do with this specific comment, other than it's about DKOldies. But then they have this reply that says, this actually does kind of feel like generic as far as they're making thousands. Fair play to them. I mean, I don't know why they would try to defend scamming though. That is not exactly a positive look for DKOldies. It kind of makes me wonder if there's like a third party that's engaging with the spam botting mechanics on behalf of DKOldies, and it's not actually DKOldies themselves trying to do it. But like I don't know why somebody would do that, because it just makes DKOldies look worse when there are these bots commenting for them. Yeah. Here's one that says, "Is it a scam if you were refunded?" And the answer to that is yes. Even if they refund you, they are not allowed to lie in their marketing. That is disingenuous marketing. It's not legal. Just because they will refund you if you find out doesn't make it okay. It's still a scam. Oh, here's another one from our good old pal Miles Olson. It says, DKOldies #1, crybabies like this guy need to stop buying their stuff if they don't like it. Well, just saying people shouldn't buy it if they don't like it is not a good defense for using disingenuous and misleading marketing. That is not legal. So that doesn't really make sense. Okay, so I think I'm going to do one more video. Here's one. Just one from Geneva Hill that says, I have never been disappointed getting games from them. Every NES game I have gotten from them has worked too. I don't know if that's spot or not. I definitely believe that people have been successful in getting games from them. Although some people say they're dirty, so I don't know, I guess that's up to the individual, but you have to think, like, is that a real person who has an opinion about that, or is that um, a fake spoofed account that DKOldies bought to spread their propaganda? And that is really the concern there. Can't really tell though. So here's one from Bobby8451. It says, "Don't listen to the other guys complaining about DKOldies. It's like an all of a sudden thing everyone is jumping on, and I don't believe a word they all say. They're trying to hurt their business, in my opinion. DKOldies is doing good with almost 1 million subscribers and selling great retro stuff. I believe people are getting jealous. Lol." Yeah, that's not suspicious at all. I mean, like, they're just spouting positive nonsense about DKOldies. Like, oh, it's just a hate train. It's not a scam. Let's take a look at this account. This one has videos and content and things like that. So even 10 days ago, that is surprising. 5,000 subscribers. I mean, I wonder if they're just like paying people or somehow convincing them to just spout this nonsense, like this defense of them. Like, I don't know, maybe it's a real person who just has an opinion. He says as much. He says it's his opinion. I don't know why having 1 million subscribers is a defense of DKOldies being scams. Because that's where it seems especially suspicious to me. Aside from just gushing positivity about DKOldies, DKOldies is doing good with almost 1 million subscribers. Like, why would that have anything to do with whether they have a valid product? What does that have to do with them scamming people? Like, it's not a defense that they're popular on YouTube or TikTok or whatever. But I think I will take a look at another video. Maybe it'll just be one more for sure this time, who knows. This retro gaming guy has a lot of videos on DKOldies, so this is interesting. The illegal void if removed stickers video. Oh man, it doesn't have as many views as the others. Well, I do find this topic interesting though, because I already know, thanks to a great YouTuber named Louis Rossman, that it is not legal to have warranty stickers that actually void the warranty if you remove them. It's like a silly idea that manufacturers or companies want you to believe so that you won't open their consoles and try to fix them yourself or anything. Anyway, so I'll just take a look at the comments here. And I'll just say, as far as I know, the reason those warranty stickers don't mean anything is because there's kind of a burden of proof on the company that if you're trying to do a warranty and they don't want to fulfill it, they have to have a burden of proof saying that you did something to break the console or the product or whatever, and therefore they don't have to fulfill the warranty. But the thing is a tamper evidence sticker or whatever it's called doesn't count as proof that you did something to break the console or the product. So even if you break something like that, they still have to provide a burden of they still have to provide a proof on how you damaged the console or the product, and therefore they aren't liable to replace it or fix it. So it's kind of real slimy that some companies will put a sticker on there and try to make you believe that you're on the hook if you open the device or the product, when in actuality they still have a burden of proof. Oh yeah, here's a mention of Louis Rossman, not spelled right at all, but yeah, that's who I was talking about, who's talked about the warranty stickers before. So I think I'll go to one of the higher viewed videos and see if I can find the relevant comments. See if we can find any more bots. Here's the video: DKOldies' response to non-refurbishing claims against them. So here's one, another comment defending dirty consoles, and this is a long comment, but it says, if anything, the console didn't work. That's right. All right, here's the important part. There's no point in opening it up since no one except a desperate YouTuber is going to do it, which is absolutely ridiculous. Any consumer that owns a device should be able to open their device regularly for cleaning or to do a minor repair. I mean, that's the obvious solution for making our devices last as long as possible and have the most value possible. And there's no reason why everyone can't be doing that, opening their devices and cleaning them and repairing them and things like that. It shouldn't be hard. It should just be easy for people to be able to do that. And it kind of is with these older devices, these older consoles. So saying that only a desperate YouTuber is going to do it is completely ridiculous. So as far as this being a person or a bot, it is obviously like a well-written reply. I wouldn't say well-written, but I mean it's like a long reply. It's not a generic low-effort thing. They're definitely defending the specific criticisms, though. I think the biggest ones are like it's not clean, and they didn't change the thermal paste, and it's like they're defending like even though they didn't do those things, it should be fine. You should be fine with it. I mean, it's completely stupid. I mean, the stupid part is that you're not buying these consoles as is. They have this whole marketing scheme that says they refurbish their consoles and you're getting a nice refurbished clean console. They show videos cleaning the inside of these consoles. So why would you defend it? I mean, you're not just defending a mediocre product, you're defending they're lying about it and they're scamming about it. So yeah, I don't know, is that just kind of a dumb guy that's getting really defensive about it and kind of providing stupid reasons because that's all he has? Or is it like a botted account where somebody bought it, a fake account that they could use to do like put dumb replies and defend? This one has a lot of subscriptions, so that's interesting. I should have looked on the other ones to see if he was subscribed. I think a lot of the bots weren't subscribed to anyone. This could just be some guy who's acting really defensive for some reason, I don't know. But it's so weird. It's like some of these comments are kind of acting like they were paid or convinced otherwise by DKOldies to put these defensive comments about them. Or, you know, maybe they are like hacked accounts that were repurposed for this reason. I don't know, it's just really weird. Like, and you know, it's the thing about these bot comments is you would expect them to be really super obvious, and just spammed every comment, just reply, spam these low quality generic defenses. But some of these are actually like written out. Some of them are actually referencing the comment that they're replying to. Some of them are generic, like I'd expect, and they look like they might be bots, but not all of them. And that's kind of the confusing thing, is why are there so many defensive comments? It's just like maybe they're just trying to be subtle about it, but it's definitely kind of fishy. I'm gonna read this one. I saw one of the channels who complain about DKOldies refurbishment is the fact they don't replace the thermal paste on newer consoles. Would that be a requirement for you? Now that's an interesting idea, because like, what is a refurbishment? What is it a scam? If they say it's refurbished when it's not clean on the inside, because I mean, I guess that would be semantics. That's kind of the important designation is. What are the requirements for selling a refurbished product? I would say that them showing videos of them cleaning the inside makes it clearly already disingenuous marketing, not legal, completely a scam. Because they're intentionally implanting the idea that they're cleaning him. So that part doesn't really have anything to do with refurbishment. But the thermal paste I'm not as familiar with. I've heard that criticism, but I don't know what the expectation there is. I would use the same criteria though, as if they have videos where they're replacing thermal paste. I think that's where the marketing is disingenuous, is that they're showing them doing things to refurbish consoles that they're not doing, and so it's not really just the word refurbishment that is a problem. It's that they're saying, here's how we refurbish our consoles, and that's how you should expect to get them. But they're not refurbishing like that, like their videos when they send out their regular orders. They're not clean on the inside, and I don't know if they claim to change thermal paste in their videos. Hey, how to spot a fake cartridge? Don't get scammed. That's funny coming from DKOldies. So real quick, I'm just gonna look up the definition of refurbish so we can clear that up. Renovate and redecorate. Made to look new again. Repairing and cleaning. Okay, so when you accuse DKOldies, when people accuse DKOldies of not refurbishing their consoles, and somebody says, well, what is refurbishing? Well, I think you would take the general consensus of, because there's semantics is always an issue, right? Like, who gets to decide what it means? But I think when you're looking at marketing and disingenuous marketing, you have to accept the general consensus. And I think a dictionary definition that says made to look new again by repairing and cleaning, you have to accept that definition to include repairing and cleaning, and that goes for the inside. When there's an assembled device, electronic device like a console, I think you have to take into account the different parts on the inside of the console, and like you would almost like take everything apart and reassemble it to make sure it's like new. And I think that's the general consensus of what refurbishing is you're kind of you're not just selling a used product, you're addressing everything. You're taking it apart and trying to put it together as if it were new from readily available parts. So it's not new, but it should be like they're selling it like it's new. So I think that would be going to the component level and making sure it's clean and that everything is assembled properly. So when somebody says, is thermal paste required for refurbishing? Yeah, I don't know if I can claim to answer that and say that it is required. But you would definitely have, I think you would be liable for it though. Like if you said, hey, this isn't working because there's not enough thermal paste, then that would be a failure to refurbish properly, I think. So that's what I think about that. Okay, so I think that is it for me for today. I just wanted to take a look at these comments on some of these videos criticizing DKOldies just to see what the deal is. Some of them feel like they might be bots, whereas some of them don't necessarily feel like bot behavior. They're not as generic, but they kind of feel like they're what's the motive to sit there and defend DKOldies? It's almost like people are being paid or convinced somehow. Yeah, I'm not familiar with the spoofing comments process, but I know that like other entities engage in YouTube comment spoofing behaviors, and I think it's just a real slimy tactic. So if DKOldies is practicing that, then I think that is a big red flag for their company and whether they're trying to run a legitimate business or not. So that's it for today. Thanks. Cold Wolf signing out. Going off. Offline, offline. Okay, I'm leaving now. Goodbye later. Okay, stop.
I got a mysterious call.